Welcome one, welcome all. It is a Chiefs Texans slate. We are fresh off the back of Puka being optimal for the first time in a while, along with Michael Wilson being optimal for the third time in 4 weeks.
Eat shit.
And you know who else was in the winner tonight, Kurt? Shadur Sanders and Harold Bannon and Tony Pollard. I whiffed in the MME section, but somehow my streak of my main team cashing lives on. I don't know how, but it's like the third straight week I've had a Buns team that sneaks across and cashes tournaments. So we take that. We take this slate. How'd you do today, Kurt?
Let's see. I had like 30% Michael Wilson, so I was under.
Yeah, you were way under.
I lost like 50%, 40-ish percent.
Tanner, DP Prodigy, D Prodigy.
What up? DP.
Slappy, what's up? IPT, as Broccoli Taco.
Jaden Higgins. Wait, is that? I thought she was. I thought she was clapping the guy that she did Dancing with the Stars with. But Jaden Higgins, is that Jaden Higgins? Brina, are you just pouring Jaden Higgins out of thin air? And so that's hilarious.
Jaden Higgins out of thin air.
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously, because he's on the slate, but that's hilarious.
Kurt,
your league's goated.
This team, these two teams are a little bit frustrating for DFS, right?
Yes. So, let me just peek the pricing real quick.
Yeah, peep the pricing. I got the pricing up on Saberson,
wow.
The best tool in daily fantasy sports out there. And you can get a membership through Run Pure Sports and also experience the greatness that comes with Saberson every single slate. Kurt, this is two defenses. I consider the Chiefs a solid defense.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Mahomes has not been performing up to the level that we've used to see him. That's why they kind of dipped a little bit, right? The exact reason is the offense really hasn't come through. They're having to run the ball with Hunt 25 times a game to move the rock. But the number one defense, Kurt, in the NFL in yards given up per game is the Houston Texans. I'm not shocked because I think it was a few weeks ago that I was shocked by it, right? Like, oh man, they've been playing some really good football, especially on the defensive end. But they also were going against some weaker competition, right? I think that could be said about the Texans' schedule to that point a few weeks ago. It was kind of weak. But since then, they played the Bills. What did they do? They shut down Josh Allen, right? Only 19 points. They shut down the Colts high-powered offense too. And then they get the Chiefs here. And it's going to be an interesting game for that reason here, Kurt. What's your initial read on this one?
Initial read is Higgins and Hutchinson play the same amount of snaps, same amount of targets last week, and one of them cost $3,000, the other cost $5,800.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. I mean, I know Higgins has been a lot better, but I mean, it's a big discrepancy. These two teams, Kansas City's offensive line is Scott Foster's. Kansas City's offensive line is banged up to shit. It was banged up last week. If I'm not mistaken, it's gotten worse. I'm pretty sure they had another injury. This is not the team you want to play with a banged-up offensive line. This D-line is scary, scary, scary. Like, they make the Eagles' defensive line look like child's play. This defensive line's a problem. Mahomes is going to have to be in his bag. He's going to be scrambling. He's been in scramble mode the past 3 or 4 weeks, but he's going to need to do even more so today. I just don't think it'll matter. But at the same time, I think it'll look ugly, but I think I'm going to have the Chiefs winning this. But, man, Mahomes is going to have to make the throws that he's been missing this season. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
To follow up your point on the Chiefs' offensive line, Simmons is out, right? So Simmons is the one missing out in this game. And they're going
to what they've already had, right?
Yeah, yep. On top of Jawan Taylor's out, Trey Smith is out. And obviously Josh Simmons on the IR.
Oof.
They're going to start. Who is it here? They replaced Jalen Moore will start. So the unrestricted free agent joined the Chiefs 7 weeks before they drafted Simmons. From the SI article from them. Yeah, the offensive line is, it hasn't all been on Mahomes. I don't mean to be overly critical of one of the best of all time, right? But at the same time, the offensive line hasn't really helped him out. They haven't really had any big plays. Xavier Worthy's fallen off the map a little bit. You're exactly right. This, though, is in Kansas City. It's in Burrowhead. It's in Arrowhead, baby.
Burrowhead.
They need to win. Do I want to go against the Chiefs? Do I want to go against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and a game that they have to win basically to really keep their hopes of playoffs alive. Because you don't look now, Kurt, but they're starting to fall behind.
Well, and they're fine now. So
the Colts losing, I know.
I mean, I don't see the Colts winning another game.
This is head-to-head for the wild card here. This game matters significantly. You lose this game here, you go to the playoff predictor and get it all you want, right? The Colts still can make it in. I know Riley Leonard.
The Colts are going to win another game, brother. They play at Seattle, then they play the 49ers at home, then they play at home against the Jaguars, and then they play the Texans out on the road. They're not going to win another game, brother.
Damn, that is
they won't be favored in another game the rest of the way.
So right now, what about the Chargers then? Chargers, they got the Eagles, right? And then they got the Cowboys. Or Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys. So the Chiefs definitely have to win either this game or the next one, right? Like they're 6-6. If they lose one more, though, like it almost is D-Day. But you're right, the Colts injuries piling up.
I mean, I think the Chiefs are fine even if they lose this. What's the remaining schedule?
The big matchup will be the Week 15 matchup, Chargers and Chiefs. Assuming,
oh my God, the Chiefs have the Titans, Raiders, Broncos. The Chiefs are gonna. Even if the Chiefs lose this game, they're gonna beat the Chargers. They're gonna beat the Titans. They'll beat they'll beat the Broncos, and they'll beat the Raiders. So yeah, the Chiefs are gonna win out.
You're acting like this team isn't 6-6, Kurt.
Huh?
You're acting like this team isn't 6-6.
Well, that's why they'll lose today. The Broncos will be in chill mode at that point. I mean,
what would the record be if they lose today?
6-7. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, all right.
That was terrible. I apologize.
I thought you were trying to give me math or something. You were trying to get me on 6-7. Damn.
Just trying to get you on. I didn't realize.
James loves it.
Oh God,
he's loving it.
Az was loving it, man. Yeah, 2K later tonight, Az.
See, you know what else I've noticed? A lot of these teams coming down the stretch play each other in really good games. Does that mean, like this week, we had like the Jets play the Dolphins and the Titans play the Browns? There's going to be a couple more times this year where we have some absolute shit teams playing shit teams and good teams playing good teams. It's going to be a fun last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, it should be. Looking ahead the week.
Long rod, eat my shorts, brother. I forgot about a dumb quote that little kids do, so that makes me slow as hell. And that makes you. Maybe you're just fucking lame, and you're with the kids. With little 13
you got cooked there, Kurt. You got cooked. Next week, there's a lot of bangers.
I mean, I'm sorry, I forgot about a freaking stupid. Like, sorry, brother. That's not on my mind 24/7. Well, we're here trying to lose money at DFS. Okay.
It's on my mind 24/7. Kurt, I just want to go through the stats real quick for the people, right? All right. So Texans, number 4 in the league against the pass, 174 yards per game given up through the air. 4th in the league against the run, 91.7 yards per game given up through the ground. What does that make them overall? First, though. So they, like you said, the Browns defensively have dipped, especially against the run game. We saw that with Tony Pollard having a day. Even Tyjae Spears had a little bit of fun too. The Texans are first in the league in yards given up per game with only 265.7. Flip it over to the Kansas City side. They are 12th in the league against the pass, 205.8. They give up just over 100 yards rushing per game, and that is 9th in the league. And they are 9th overall in yards allowed per game with 306. So about a 40-yard difference between 1st and 9th, right? Nothing huge, but just shows you how formidable the Texans defense has been. Josh Allen was able to put up 19 points, wherever they struggled. They earned every single point there in that game. And the Chiefs are going to have to do the same exact thing in order to even win this game. Chiefs, they've been really strong against the slot lately, which isn't the case that it was last year, and especially early on in this season. They've started to falter a little bit against the slot in recent weeks. They have actually been they've been really strong against slot. They've been weak against tight ends in recent times. So tight ends have been able to, do a little bit. And, Dalton Schultz, he lines up in the slot a decent bit. But if you want to go with a value guy like Cade Stover, or just, stick with Schultz, who's one of the best guys projected under 6K, I mean, it makes sense there. For the Texans, I didn't really have anything that you target,
I'm trying to I'm over here, bro. I am trying to find one of these defenses weak spot. Whether
it's tough.
Pass catching running backs, scrambling with the quarterback, slot, tight. I can't find anything, Rubio.
It's tough. I didn't want to pretend like we found something with the Texans defense. No, it's that good. I had to get this out there. The coverage.
I think you can kind of run on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
but the Chiefs can't run the ball.
Well, this is what made me mad with the Chiefs. Like, it didn't make me mad because it makes sense. They won that game against the Colts too. They are wanting to pound the rock. They are. And at the end of the day, Kareem Hunt in that game against the Colts only averaged at 3.5 yards a carry, 30 carries, right? 30. I know they ran a ton of plays. They controlled the pace of that game entirely, but it does show they wanted to be able to establish the rock. What did you see last week too? You saw Pacheco, Hunt, and combined for 17 carries. They went a little bit more, 67-33 split.
Well, they go.
Yeah. It was a nice little 2/3 pass, but I just don't know. Like, are they going to have to run the ball tonight? It's going to be Hunt's backfield. We know that. The projections are still fucked up completely. Like, I don't get why Pacheco even merits a projection of this sort. The dude had 3 touches, 3 carries last week, 2 catches. Like, this has been Kareem Hunt's backfield literally all season. Come on now. We got to put some respect in Kareem Hunt's name here, at least in the projections, or he's the goal line guy by a mile. It would shock me if Pacheco ever got a goal line carry the rest of the season. That's been the case all year. One other thing I wanted to mention real quick too, points are going to be hard to come by tonight, right? I think we can agree on that. It's kind of a mid total, right? It's not as low as I'd actually kind of lean the under here, but the Chiefs are almost implied 24. It's almost the Texans almost implied 3 touchdowns too. So it's like, I think it'll be a little bit tougher than that, but it also makes me want PPR guys like Rashee Rice a little bit more in this matchup, knowing that there probably won't be too many touchdowns in this one, Kurt. And he's been a touchdown machine around the goal line anyway. But I do value the higher floor plays moving forward. And I think we're ready to begin talking about quarterbacks and stuff. You ready to talk about Patrick Mahomes and CJ Stroud? Patrick Mahomes, who is still probably the leading rusher for this team. Now, Kareem Hunt had to pass him in the last 2 weeks, but he hasn't really ran the ball. Lou Anarumo absolutely put a spy on him in that game. He only had 4 carries for 30 yards, and the Cowboys game was 3 for 30. I don't really think differently, though, with Mahomes. Like, he is going to spread the ball around to a lot of guys. That includes Rashee Rice in that mix, Kurt. He's going to be my favorite captain tonight. And the first build that I made, you only need 1 cheat piece tonight. You can play a stud captain easily, and we got a bunch of guys 3K or under who we can kind of pair with them. I think Mahomes is my favorite captain. I'm not going to captain Stroud. I've gone to hand building these 5 high stake teams instead of using Sabre for Showdown, and the path to kind of building it out where it's Patrick Mahomes captain with Noah Gray, or it's Cade Stover as the value.
Oh my God, Texans defense is only 36. Well, I mean the defense is so cheap tonight.
Right,
What in the
right.
world?
Yeah, well, we were gonna get into the defenses a lot today.
What the hell? Why'd they do that?
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing with the quarterbacks? And then even talk about the defense a little bit.
Well, I was gonna think you fade one because there's not gonna be any touchdowns, but damn, you can just play them and take the floor with the defense. Like, what in the world are we doing here? I mean, I don't think you need and this is not really a great Stroud spot. I don't think you really need him unless you believe in the Texans. I'm okay with just playing. I mean, wow, here's the build right here. Oof.
There's if you wanted to go a little bit cheaper at captain, where you didn't want to play one of the,
I just honestly Nico, Rice, Mahomes.
That's how you'd rank your captains tonight.
But I don't want to play Stroud with Nico, bro.
I'm kind of slightly off on Stroud too a little bit, but he is cheap. He's 9,400. It's 1,400 cheaper than Mahomes.
I need to ask Cody Main, how negative EV is the cat? I know it is, but how bad, especially on nights like tonight. How negative EV is it to captain Collins without Stroud?
I have no idea about the specifics of it. I just know that Stroud, you're getting this offense, Kurt, that obviously succeeded with Davis Mills, right? There's no doubt about that. Davis Mills came in and played well. CJ Stroud last week threw for 276 yards, ran a little bit bad on touchdown variance, right? They had a run to Nico Collins, they had a run to Nick Chubb, but he did look halfway decent. 5 for 98 for Nico, 5 for 65 for Higgins, 7 for 55 for Schultz. Those were his 3 main guys. It does feel like the funnel for those 3 guys in particular, with Higgins, Collins, and Schultz, is honestly pretty firm at this point. I know you said something about Higgins at the start, it being what 50, right?
Yeah.
You think that's too expensive? I assume, right?
I think he's been awesome, especially real life. But for fantasy, he's not been smashing. He's been a really good real life guy. But if you look at like fantasy wise, he's not been doing anything. And then you look at like the targets and the snaps, he's not really doing that much more than Hutchinson.
I mean, so here's the thing with the routes, right? Snaps, I can agree with you. Higgins ran 24 routes last week. Hutchinson only ran 19. Kirk 17. Knoll 16.
24 to 19.
Yeah, 24 to 19, right? I know you're going to say price disparity. Hold on. I know you're going to say that. Week before, 22 and 12, by the way. 22 routes, 9 targets. Hutchinson, 12. Hutchinson has ran routes his entire career. He has been out in the field his entire career. He has done nothing with it. He is a nothing fantasy wide receiver. He's great, probably a great blocker, honestly. I don't blocker. Yeah, probably a great player. You know, the coaches probably love him. He sucks for fantasy. Higgins
he has oh my God, Rubio. He might have more 15-plus he has more 15-plus fantasy point games this year than Higgins.
Because the coaches were stupid the first 11 weeks of the year. They didn't play Higgins.
He has more 15-point games than Higgins.
Nah, that's just playing time, though. Come on now. You know exactly what that. Higgins, like what? He had ran 12 routes in week 2 and stuff compared to Hutchinson's 20 or whatever.
I'm talking about week 8.
Yeah, well, you're talking about what? Week 8 is what
week 8, he still has more 15-plus fantasy point games.
Yeah, Hutchinson ran 33 routes that game. That was the game that Nico went out early in, I think, right? Or was it out that game?
Was it San Fran?
Yeah. It was one of those games. Yeah, they all ran, pretty solid there. But again, the roles change and stuff. I think Higgins is a very fine play at 5,800. If a lot of people are going to be turned off by him,
no, well, I was before I looked at how cheap the defenses are and the cheap plays. I mean,
if you really wanted me to make the case too, and I know that Stroud just returned from injury and stuff like that, but it's 14 targets the last 2 weeks would be, smack that way ahead of Xavier Hutchinson, right? Where Hutchinson is, 5 targets in that same frame. Right. So it's
Hutch went what the second to last game he had 0 targets, right?
Yeah, 2 games.
That's rough. That is tough.
Let's just stick with team by team. All right. We're talking about, the Texans here. We already talked about this wide receiver room a little bit. Woody Marks, clear leader in that backfield. He is expensive at 8,400. Nick Chubb is a slight factor. The thing that pisses me off the most about Nick Chubb, I like the defenses over Nick Chubb. I'm going to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
The dude gets so many touches on these shows. When you watch the Texans games, the amount of times you hear Nick Chubb's name is damn, he had 9 carries last week. He's not going to be involved in the pass game. He might get a stray catch, right? I think he has 2 catches over the last 5 games. 9 carries, 6 carries, 3 carries, 5 carries, 11 carries. You're banking on the goal line luck, but it's the same reason why I played Hunt early on in the year, is that there's a chance that 8 or 9 fantasy points from Nick Chubb could be on the winner at the end of this. And
Woody Marks has been getting banged up.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Woody Marks has been leaving games with injuries.
All the time.
I agree. I think it's stupid how much playing time he's getting. And what's funny is you'll see Woody Marks, he'll get him down the goal line and they'll bring in Chubb and you'll see his face. He's just oh my God, why am I coming out of the game? And he comes out and Chubb just gets -1 yard in the middle. It's what are we doing here?
The 9 carries, 34 yards, and a touchdown last week. That's the type of stat line that you're going for. And the thing is, Saber is not expecting anyone to click Nick Chubb's name, right? Again, the defenses are much better straight up. The kickers are going to be much better just ahead of him. Honestly, Kurt, you might like Hutchinson better straight up. I'm just trying to think of a contrarian play where
I don't hate it.
Yeah, Chubb could be that guy, right? I like Stover a decent bit for value at 1,600. And the only reason why I say that too is just because the Chiefs have been weaker against tight ends. They haven't been terrible. I'm not trying to make that illustration that the Chiefs defense, is just going to concede points like the Bengals do to tight ends. Dawson Knox had himself a day. And Kincaid was lucky enough to join in the second half. But Stover last week, 2 targets, only 5 routes though. So that's a slight concern for me. The week before that, 9 routes, 2 targets as well.
Another guy who gets hurt a lot, Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, yeah. I mean, he does. He'll act like he's dead on the sideline, and then he'll sub back in the very next play. And that is the Dalton Schultz way. That was I think that was the Bills Showdown that he did that on. I was just like, I had Dalton Schultz that day. I think
I'll never forget that Bills Showdown. I had like so much Christian Kirk for no reason, and he just went crazy. I was so happy.
The logical play is Noel's route, 16 routes, 10 routes over the last 2 games. Hasn't really translated to any fantasy points, only 3 targets in that same frame. But you are getting plenty of routes for just 1K. So if you're looking at like who would be the best guy down here, it's either Noah Gray or Jalen Noel straight up.
We should rank these cheap guys for people.
Yeah. I'm gonna add in the Chiefs here real quick. So.
There's a lot of cheap plays. I think we like the defenses more than any of these cheap plays down here, right?
Let's rank the 4K and under. Like, if just raw points too.
Okay.
Raw points.
Texans D is 1 for me.
Really? Okay. You like them ahead of the Chiefs. Nice.
I just think that the sack floor is really nice tonight.
Mm.
The sack floor is, I think 5 or 6 sacks is very live.
Not 6 or 7. I'm sorry. I got to stop that.
I'm going to go. I really like the Stover call. If we're talking raw points, though, why are we talking raw points?
Raw points.
I'm going to go Hutch. Then Stover. I really like the Stover call by you. Then Chiefs. Actually, no. Chiefs will go ahead of Stover, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say that was
yeah. I hate that we did this raw. Thornton has big playability, then Kirk, then Chubb. Is how I'd rank it. I like that. I'm good with that. Oh wait, I like Noel more than Stover. Oh shit.
Yeah, you like Noel.
Okay, I got this. Everyone, calm down. Everyone, chill out. Texans, Hutchinson, Joe and Noel, Chiefs, Thornton, Stover.
That's interesting. We're all points. You really like Noel then. You really like Noel then. Yeah.
Him and Thornton. I mean, him and Thornton could score tonight.
You know what? I'm gonna hate myself for this. I'm starting to come around to the Texans side a little bit. Talking to you, starting to come around. I'm gonna go Texans 1, Chiefs 2. Raw points. All right. I'm gonna throw in the guy that we haven't talked about at all. Which, why would we talk about him? But if we're just talking raw points, right? At the end of the day,
Chubb.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna do Nick Chubb ahead of Kirk. All right,
we should have put defense in this. We should just pick 2 skill players down here. Your 2 favorite skill players down here.
Yeah. You're right.
Keep the defense out of it. We both like defense. Obviously, the defense is gonna be the better plays. But if guys want to mix in these 2 guys, I'm gonna go Noel for mine. And Hutch.
Christmas, by the way.
I'll go Noel and Hutch. Who do you like?
You'll go Noel and Hutch. I'm gonna go. Let me go off the wall here. I'll go Chubb. I'll go Kirk.
Okay.
I'll go Gray, Noel, Stover, Brashard Smith. Brashard Smith is an interesting one. I do want to let's focus on the Chiefs real quick, right? We talked a lot about the Texans. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask, right?
One of them is fine in the box tonight. I don't care.
With Brashard Smith last week, Kurt.
Bro, stop with the Brashard Smith thing. Bro.
No, hold on. You don't know my opinion on him. Yeah, you're saying that
like you've been flop-knobbing him all year, dog.
Oh, you got me confused with someone else. I've been hating.
No, it's been you.
I like his game. I've been a realist about his usage.
His game is not scoring fantasy points.
Week 13 against the Cowboys, short week. 2 routes, Kurt. 2.
It's good stuff.
No targets, no nothing, right? Not going to be involved in the run game. He's a wide receiver at this point, playing running back. Here you go. Week 12 against the Colts. 13 routes, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 31 yards. Which Brashard Smith do we get tonight? The one who doesn't run any routes or the one who gets 3 screens his way as they try and make the Texans play a little bit more east-west than north-south?
Ooh.
Man, you like that east-west comment. I mean, that got you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I like to attack the Texans like that. I actually think you want to attack them north-south. There's not a good way to attack them, but what I've seen
them for the run game, like you're not sitting there saying like Brashard Smith and Kareem Hunt, I can only pick one. No, Brashard Smith is a wide receiver at this point. Like he literally
who's let's think about who their coach is, brother. Their linebackers are going to be the best coached linebackers in the league. Like The linebackers are not going to let this gadget guy just go off and do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, these linebackers can play east-west, boy.
JVC on double D. And Jason, this is why like the Brashard Smith thing is like 2 routes last week, no targets, no nothing. They didn't have him in the game plan, right? But then this week it could be different.
There's a lot of guys down here, man. That you just like you got to play cheaper roulette, which is why I wanted us both to draft 2 guys and just say, hey, this is the 2 guys that we're probably going to be overweight on down here. But you should honestly. We can't tell you who these scrubs, but we can give you the idea of who we're going to play. I think you have to make your decision down here and create your own narrative. Do you think it's the Brashard, like you're saying, it's the Brashard Smith game? I think it's the Noel or Hutch game where they find the box. You have to make your own decisions down here. Anyone who's on here, these shows tonight telling you this is the guy that's going to do it, they're lying to you because me and Ruby have looked at all the numbers. We've looked at the stats. We don't fucking know, brother.
So the guy who is 100% going to be – no, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah. He's a lock. He is a stone cold lock.
Schultz or Nico, I mean, it's Nico straight up. But like, if you're going more value, I like Dalton Schultz more dollar for dollar, more point per dollar.
I think let's not forget, Collins had kind of a gross floor, like
gross,
like one year.
I think yes.
A lot of that was offensive line though too. I think they're helping now. What?
What do you have the Texans D projected for? Yeah, I'm not doing the MME on Showdown right now. I've been doing 5 hand builds, but I would have him in that 7 range for sure. Kurt, I think it's Hunt's backfield. I don't think we need to spend time in the backfield at all for the.
It's so expensive for Hunt. I didn't realize it was. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not interested in it. I'm probably not clicking. If he gets 30 carries again, I might have him in 1 of 5.
Man, I don't like both these running backs. Both these running backs are grossly priced. Wow.
Yes. Talk to me about these wide receiver and tight ends for the Chiefs here. Who you're on, who you're not. I'm going to put up my core now.
Wide receiver, tight ends. I love Nico, love Rice. I'm paying the running backs. So this is why I'm paying up for these 2 studs. I just really hope they get like 6 catches. I need them just to be volume guys. I need their floors. Give me Rice, give me Collins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about running backs. Kelsey, I don't love the matchup for Kelsey at all. Let me see exactly what they are against tight ends. They had to be elite.
I just assumed.
That they're 5th best in the league. I mean, that makes sense. The linebackers are,
We're kind of getting to the point, though. Can I make the counter argument for Kelsey why you would want to play him?
Do they play zone? What's this team play?
No, my counter argument.
Lovely.
My counter argument is not anything to do with tactics or anything like that.
What is it? You jerk him off?
Is that he peaks in the playoffs when games are important, right?
And so he's peaking early.
Games haven't been important in the regular season for quite some time, and they're finally important now. Over the last 2 weeks, right? The Indy game was kind of surprising. He only went 6 for 43, but still 10 fantasy points. If he's getting these, or 4 for 43, 6 targets, 7 targets a game or whatever, it can be worth it.
He has looked good lately.
And 1 last week.
He's like is physically wide. Like physically, he's looked good lately. What?
You said wide. No.
Well, I said wide. Oh, whoa. Does he look girthy?
So I think we missed the boat on kicker captain. Aubrey's the guy, or Flournoy. I don't even know. It had to be Flournoy, but I'm not doing a kicker captain because I like Schultz and stuff. I'm not doing it 1 of my 5, but like these two teams.
I think this is going to be a weird take. I think when these teams do have good drives, they're going to be able to finish them. And when they don't have good drives, they're not going to be in field goal range. I want the kickers when I know that they'll move the ball consistently. I'm not sure these offenses are going to move the ball consistently. And I think when they do, they're going to want to capitalize. And it's going to be maybe like big plays, stuff like that. I don't think there's going to be that many stalled out drives because there's not going to be that many successful drives. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
There we go. Boom.
I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm putting the Texans D in my core.
Well, duh. Texans D's a lock tonight, aren't they? I mean, if they get 3 points, I think their floor is like 4 or 5.
Like you said, the sack upside could be there, but also Mahomes can be erratic, just for what it's worth. Like we've seen it. We've seen it. He can be a little bit erratic at times.
Boy, near the goat.
Like I'm 100%, 100%. Once
Man, it's gonna be rough tonight. Oh,
how many times can we go 4 or 5 or 3
yeah.
or 4 in these SGPs? I swear it's been probably 80% of the time. The RJ Harvey thing, he got 100 yards combined this week, Kurt. We only needed 80 last week, man. I'm getting mad.
I can't believe. And Hart, did he score 3 touchdowns or something?
Yeah. I know he scored the OT one. I think it was 2. Yeah, I was tilting. I was tilting because, like, you know, we've been close. We've been close. All right. Anything else you wanted to add about these wide receivers and tight ends?
What's Schultz price at? I don't think I kind of want to be. I want to be bullish on Schultz. And by bullish I mean I want to fade. I want to be a strong under on Schultz.
I think this is a spot for Schultz. For Stroud to pepper his safety blanket over the middle.
Yeah, he is a pussy. He is such a pussy, dog. Like
you can't argue with logic. 100% Seymour in. 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Good evening to everyone except my quarterbacks today combined for 0 fantasy points in a super flex league, Kurt.
Wait, how?
Tyrod Taylor and Jaden Daniels.
That is rough.
Yeah, actually, Jaden could have gotten a little bit more than 2. Yeah, 0.35 is what I combined for because we do. I think interceptions are -2 in our league. So yeah, tough one today. Yeah. That's exactly point. I didn't catch it right away, but
that's why. Yeah, Bear, yeah. What's bad about that is growing up, I played a game. What was it called? That involves a bear in the bull. So I should know that term bad, but it's late for the boy, man. I've not had my popcorn yet.
Kurt definitely doesn't pay attention to the stock market.
And Sawyer jerked it to the stock market. Like I should know bear and bull more than I know the back of my hand.
You should.
All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here. What are we cooking with? We're cooking up a Rice captain with Noel and Texans D. And you can basically do whatever after that.
The Rice captain is interesting. I like that. I do like that route. I got Mahomes and Rice. And this is the thing. I'm starting to come around on the Texans, but I also just think that the floors for Rice and Mahomes themselves are just significantly better, right? Like at the end of the day than the Texans pieces.
Oh man, I'm just not that big of a Rice guy, but him and Collins just seem like, how do we not just take that floor? Yeah, it is past my bedtime. And what do you really get by doing a cheap captain? There's gonna be so many busts, like there's gonna be some big busts. I'm just hoping to God it's not Rice or Collins.
This is why I kind of like the stud captain more and more too. I kind of looked at that Schultz captain team. I was like,
low scoring games.
Yeah, and it's like also you have so many 4 or 3K options, and even like go down to the 1Ks and stuff to really make any team that you want. So you can click like even get Higgins and stuff too, and you're gonna have a good team. Where the Higgins price may seem awkward at first, you may even like think initially like I don't really want to pay. $5,800 for Higgins, but you have the salary to do it, even if you captain a stud. And so Tanner, I'm literally going through that right now. Is this team I have like left 1,100, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Yes, Boynton shipped the Chiefs and Cowboys showdown. Saw that.
Ooh.
That was out.
What's the play? I keep building these Collins lines without Stroud, and holy shit, they look beautiful. Rubio, fool around with that.
If there was ever a game where Worthy would just pop off at like no ownership, this has to be the one. I refuse to believe that people are still looking at Worthy's name. I've been out on Worthy since like he dislocated his shoulder week 1 and fucked us all.
Why'd you guys do that to me? Yeah, good. But I feel like if you play Worthy, you fade Rice.
Play Worthy. Yes.
Because there's not going to be that many touchdowns, and if Worthy scores, it's like.
Hold on. I got something.
What do you got?
Since Boynton shipped last time on the Chiefs slate, gonna give away his core.
Yeah, that's when I asked you.
Yeah, Mahomes captain, Chiefs defense, Dalton Schultz. I like
Fuck
that.
Dalton Schultz. He's a pussy.
That's a good core, without a doubt. That's a good core for anyone with a baseline there.
Guys, do not play
Please
Dalton.
Please do. Send him the invoice.
Send her the invoice. I got it.
The Higgins things are like so awkward too, because that price tag means that you're probably going to leave some salary no matter what. Like genuinely. Like
you play him over like a Worthy or a Hunt.
Yeah. That's.
Oh yeah, we got to build something in parlay.
Yes, we will get that done in just a second. I got to get to FanDuel because I can't. I can do it. I actually submitted the one last week on DK.
Huh?
I submitted the one on DK last week. So when we were doing the SGP.
You're getting banned, buddy. I'm blocking you.
What do you mean? Oh. Beaner. Tell you what, Chubb creates some interesting pieces. They're not great.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Chubb Higgins stacks. That's how.
The Worthy captain looks good.
The more dumb a lineup looks when you're building it, the better it performs. Trust me.
What was the Chubb build?
It had Higgins in it with just 2 Chiefs. It was a 4-2 Chief. It had Higgins with no Stroud, Chubb with the Texans D. That's about all I can share.
With Chiefs D or Texans D?
Texans D. I wouldn't play Chubb against the Chiefs defense.
Oh wow, that's a good lineup.
It's a fun lineup. I kind of like that just because like it kind of correlates to where Stroud's not throwing the touchdowns. Maybe Chubb flukes one in, right?
I'll take that. I'll be taking that.
I got one more team to build, Kurt.
I got 3 more to build.
And then I'll get to the SGP once, because then I can just copy.
Big T's core. I'm not going to give it out.
I'll give away Big T's core because he had the Traylon Burks call last week, right? He wouldn't mind. He's on CJ Stroud. I like it. CJ Stroud captain with Nico Collins and Patrick Mahomes. And his sheet shows which cheapie he's on.
He is the big cheapie.
I gotta get that cheapie in my lineup. I gotta have at least one of that cheapie.
Hold on.
You know what? In honor of Big T, I think that's gonna be my 5th lineup. It's gonna be.
Oh God! Is it the first person over the field?
No, it's under 2K.
Is that his cheapie on his thing?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yes. To answer your question, I see what you're saying.
Bro, I hate this guy. I used to love him, but now I hate him.
The funny part is that lineup is actually super nice.
Let's see. We'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that.
He's either fading Rice or Mahomes in that, or he's fading Rice. I mean, he's not playing Rice. In that team. I wonder if he's avoiding the defenses. I don't know. I haven't looked at that sheet, so you could probably tell me. Oh, yeah, I looked at this team earlier. That's funny. I did look at that team when I was fiddling around with.
No, it doesn't. It fades D.
No. It has Texans D. That's where. So this is where too. One other thing before we go into this SGP. I don't mind playing Mahomes against that Texans D with.
You know the lineup that Tanner was talking about?
It's no way. Yeah, it might be. Hold on. Yeah, that is actually no. He left 1,200. This one leaves 11.
This lineup stinks.
You think it stinks?
This lineup friggin' stinks. This is Big T guy thinks he is. This guy stinks. Boo! Boo!
I like that team.
This lineup might get dead DFL. Dead fucking last. Just submitted it though. But it's getting last.
All right, SGP time.
Okay, unders on everybody, over on sacks.
Yeah. Does DK have the sack props up?
I would love to hit Will Anderson, the way they move him around. Ooh, you dirty boy. All right, what do I not have? Ugh. All right, I'll do one for my guy, Boyden.
We got a sack prop, Kurt?
Yeah, Will Anderson.
Will Anderson. Yeah.
Is it on there?
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Minus 118. Hell, do you want to do 2 sacks?
No, 118. What's my? That's even money almost.
Should I do 0.75 over under 2 half sacks? Well, actually, it doesn't matter. We actually get these sent better. I didn't know if there's no quarter sacks. I don't know what I was thinking of there.
It's all right.
All right, I'm gonna get slightly stupid here. Dalton Schultz 40 yards. Wait. Yeah. Dalton Schultz 40 yards.
Oh, Cammy Fairbairn. Man, actually, I kind of like the Fairbairn play.
I don't have kickers. Yeah, I got kickers. All right. Any other prop? You got to give me more. Do you want to do Rashee Rice receptions?
Can I get Kareem Hunt under?
Rushing?
Yeah.
What do you think the rushing prop is? I think it's lower than you know.
36.5.
It's 35.5. It is. That's a low number, man. Can we do Pacheco 28.5? I think Hunt gets way more carries than him.
Yeah, I don't see Pacheco's running style working.
I'm under on Pacheco 28.5 yards. 100%. I'm under on that. Can I propose another one?
What?
Can I propose over 10.5 rush attempts for Kareem Hunt? That correlates.
Yeah, I like that.
That correlates, and it doubled our odds, which correlates completely. I don't know how that doubled our odds, but
I like that.
I was expecting it to be like, oh, you can't do that. It correlates too much. So that way we're not banking on like Kareem Hunt to run well. He can run 11 for 32 for all we care. You're right? Like, or 11 for 28. I think he'll get the volume though, without a doubt. All right, that's 4. I need one more leg. I need a touchdown scorer, Kurt.
Ew, really?
Yeah. They're all plus money, so you can't go wrong. What does Kareem Hunt sound like? No, I'm kidding.
Mahomes?
That would give us a massive 65-1. I'm down for it. 65-1. That's where we're going. We're going. Any 5-1? No, McLongrod. Not for me. I have 4 2s and 3 3s. 65-1. Will Anderson to record a sack. Patrick Mahomes, anytime touchdown scorer. Over 10.5 rushing attempts for Kareem Hunt. Under 28.5 rushing yards for Isaiah Pacheco. 40+ Dalton Schultz receiving yards. 65-1. All right, doesn't get better than that. Turn $50 into 3,300. Let's get it. Oh gosh, Mina, I should have. That would have been perfect vibes. That would have been unreal.
What's that?
Getting it to 67-1 odds instead of 65-1.
You guys are literally everyday comedians. You guys cannot be stopped.
Facts.
Pacheco. Oh, I hate that. Oh, God.
Oh, Beaner. Guess how many entries I have tonight? 67. That's not even a lie, dude. That is 100% legit.
Oh, I'm going to fade Rice on the main. Oh, God. I don't want to do that.
So was that team that you were looking at that you were disgusted by?
No, I am. You know what? I am going to fade Rice on main.
All right. I am uploaded. Not yet. Why am I not uploaded yet?
My lineup stinks. God, this thing's. Can I pull with that?
Why is my CSV not uploading?
Ugh, hate that one too. Oh well.
There we go. All right. Any questions? Throw them into the chat. Good luck. Big money. Rocha. Absolutely. Good luck. Chubb.
What a rush. What a rush.
Collins captain, Brown, Pat, Pacheco as a dual bet. I don't like Pacheco, man, at all. I'm out on him completely.
Chubb, 6%.
He's my big fade. I'm like completely out on him.
Wait, at least real ownership? Is it live?
No.
I feel good about our same game parlay, even though the game's gross.
I like it. I like the same game parlay.
I'd love to get that sack early.
Same.
How's your now that you're not MMEing, how's your little hand build been doing?
Actually, I've had a lot more fun watching the games in particular.
You know exactly what you need.
Yeah, I know exactly what I need. I've actually had a decent sweat. I'm trying to diversify it a lot too.
Yeah.
And it's been way more fun for me because I've had shortcomings in Showdown MME for a decent bit now. So not having the stress over 150 probably poorly made lineups. I need to look at what I'm doing and get better, obviously.
I think it's the better thing to do in Showdown.
Yeah, and it's more fun. I do like making scripts up in my head.
Yeah.
And be like, this is what I need to have happen. Here's how I hope it happens and all that. All right. For Kurt,
only a couple more weeks now. We'll be sweating these together.
Yeah, we will. I got to get my heater fixed. It's the boiler's screwed up. It's leaking water. It's probably GG. I contacted a plumber. And, yeah.
Freeze the boy out.
Yeah, luckily, hopefully.
I hope to God the heat's on by the time I move in.
Nah, it's on, but it's just leaking water. So I came home today and it leaked way more than usual.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad tomorrow's a Monday to hopefully get someone in for the fix. For Kurt and I, we appreciate y'all for watching. Should be a great time tonight. I think one of us is gonna win it tonight. I got a good feeling someone in the chat is gonna be.
It's gonna be Beaner.
Yeah, you know what? Beaner has been on a nice little roll lately, so I could definitely see it being him. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one, and bye-bye.